39-foot Wilrich Chisel Pro and this new 39-foot Wilrich Chisel Plow. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
10 years of Raider basketball players, and I really hope you enjoy the last couple games in the Raider Dome. Thank you.
Backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven at a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Go backing and backing, gets stalled again. And picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found another goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz.
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good.
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Monday evening from the Raider Dome in Tower City. It's Region 1 girls basketball tonight here between the Wyndmere, Lidgerwood, Hankinson Warbirds and alongside the Maple River Raiders here as we begin the work week and get one step closer to finding out what the Region 1 girls basketball tournament will look like starting on Thursday with the play-in, and then 2 weeks from tonight we will get to the Region 1 quarterfinals at the campus of North Dakota State University in Fargo. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes, and this is our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all of your insurance requests, visit Irie Insurance online at IrieINS.com. That again is IrieINS.com. The Warbirds, head coached by Rylan Gutzmer, with a mark of 8 wins and 10 losses on the season, 3-5 in Region 1 play. After tonight, their regular season finale a week from tonight in Castleton against the Squirrels. The Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds, winners of 2 of their last 3 games, including games on Friday and Saturday of their last 2 contests. A Region 1 win over Richland by 10 on Friday, and then a 3-point loss against Shanley JV in the NDS Bonanza down in Wahpeton on Saturday. Their opponent, the Maple River Raiders, as Maple River, head coached by Nathan Hoots, with a mark of 11 wins and 6 losses on this season, 4-4 in Region 1 play. Losers of back-to-back contests, a heartbreaking loss against Fargo Oak Grove on January the 31st, 45-37 in overtime. Then on Saturday, it was a run-and-shoot kind of a game in the Bonanza in Wahpeton, an 89-66 loss at the hands of Northern Cass. After tonight for Maple River, the JV team makes their way to Barnes County North tomorrow, but their next regular season game in terms of varsity will be on Saturday afternoon right here on YourLiveEvent.com against Sargent County, part of a twin bill. The boys will play Oak starting at noon with the JV. The girls will play Sargent County starting at 4 o'clock with the JV on Saturday afternoon. These 2 teams played earlier this season. Maple River won part of the Barnes County girls basketball tournament out in Valley City on the campus of VCSU. Maple River won 50-37 on December the 8th. Chloe Wedge had 16 points and 5 rebounds in the win for the Raiders, while Gracie Kaczynski had 16 points and 5 rebounds in the loss for the Warbirds. Not playing tonight, 2 key cogs for both teams. Maple River, in terms of Addison Hannig, the sophomore, is here tonight, but she is not playing after suffering an injury a week and a half ago here in Tower City, while on the opposite side, Caroline Pitts is here tonight on the bench, but she is not suited up here for the Warbirds. So a couple of big key cogs, particularly on the inside, will not be part of tonight's game. We'll continue on our pregame show when we come back after this. Take a look at what the Region 1 standings look like and some of the postseason implications with games tonight. Also, we'll hear from head coach Nathan Hoots, but first up, we'll hear from Warbirds head coach, that is Rylan Gutzmer. That's all coming up here as part of our Irie Insurance pregame show on Parents Night from the Raider Dome. It's Region 1 girls basketball here this evening on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here tonight from the Raider Dome in Tower City, it's the Warbirds and the Maple River Raiders. Joining us now from Wyndmere Lidgerwood, Hankinson, that's their head coach, Rylan. And Ryan, first things first, it's a fun time of the season, and I know, take a look at the Region 1 standings entering play tonight. You guys win this game, that obviously can propel you up. If you guys lose, it propels you down. Then you start wondering how close are you to, hosting a play-in game potentially next week on Thursday. So does this feel like a postseason game kind of as we turn the calendar here to February?
Absolutely. Looking back, as much as we hate to do it, the Enderlin game is going to whoop our butt. But, it's a great time of the year. The girls are starting to put things together. We obviously know what Maple River does. Obviously coached very well and very fundamental-wise, they do a great job. Always a tough place to play in the Raider Dome. The environment. It's a fun time, but hopefully we've done everything to get the girls ready to go here for tonight.
How much can you take away from that meeting back in December, which is almost 2 months to the date when you played them in the Barnes County tournament on a college level floor, not this level floor? How much can you take away from that meeting back in Valley City to where we are now here today?
We took some things from it, obviously. Hopefully we can take care of the basketball. That's the biggest thing. Obviously now with their big girl unfortunately getting hurt, that changes things on what they're going to do and also what we're going to do. But we have a pretty good idea what they want to do and what they're going to do to take away from us. But overall, just controlling the things we can control is obviously going to be the biggest factor here tonight.
And then you'll take a look at Gracie Kaczynski. I know we've said it before the season and even so far through the year. She's a girl that's going to be, right around a double-double mark for you guys. She's going to impact the game in a number of different ways. Zoe Bowen single, she can be a sharpshooter when she's on. She obviously adds another element. So what have those two brought to this team from December to where we are now in February?
Obviously leadership, number one. They've been in the program for so long. Obviously, we look to lean on them, as much as we can. But whatever we are doing, we need all five to be on the same page. Obviously, Gracie's going to be our workhorse. Zoe's has a very high, basketball IQ and knowledge of the game. Now just getting her back to, playing that way from her ACL tear last year. But those two obviously lead us. But, we have 6, 7, 8 people that can, step up at any point, just depending on the night and, figure out who those ones are.
Final thing for you, Rylan, before I let you go, keys to the game. What's one or two things that the Warbirds have to do well to come out with the road victory here tonight in Tower City?
Obviously, limit turnovers. That's been a problem all year. That one for sure. And then obviously playing as a team and limiting second chance opportunities. Obviously, they're going to show some different things on the floor with their bigger girl out. So we're probably going to be more spread out at times. So getting our girls to crash and do, some of those things is going to put us in space more. So that gives them some more opportunities to get those second chance points. So I would say those two are the biggest things. From there, just being ourselves and playing our game. So,
Rylan, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here tonight against the Raiders.
All right, thank you. Thanks for the coverage.
We'll continue on our IRA Insurance pregame show after this.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Here it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
As we continue on our IRA Insurance pregame show here today from the Raider Dome in Tower City, joining us now is Nathan Hoots, head coach from the Maple River Raiders, as they welcome in the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds to the Raider Dome. And Hoots, a quick turnaround like anybody else. You got Saturday down in Wahpeton against Northern Cass, the Bonanza. You're here against the Warbirds. What'd you see from yourself and the team on Saturday afternoon against a very quality opponent in Northern Cass?
First of all, not very good individual defense on Hallie Crockett, but besides that, offensively we showed up, we made some shots. It's a tough gym to shoot in, especially when it's your first time being there. Had a lot of girls that played there for the first time on Saturday. Shot the ball well. We're hoping that carries over here on, tonight.
And you're going up against the Warbirds. What can you take from 2 months ago back in the Barnes County tournament, Hoots, to where we are now in February?
Well, we're down one big girl. They had, Kaczynski was in foul trouble the majority of that game. We didn't really pull away until very late in that game, so You don't take a whole lot. They're defensively, they're different. Offensively, they got a lot of girls that weren't quite ready, I don't think, for the spotlight, but they are now playing a lot better as a team and someone that's definitely going to cause us problems all night long.
It's Parents' Night here as well. What does Parents' Night mean for a program, and whether you have 5 seniors, 5 freshmen, what does just Parents' Night mean in general for all the work that they maybe do behind the scenes for their daughters?
Just recognition for what, like you said, what they've done for us for 4 or 5 years, depending on how long they've been with us. I've got 2 outstanding seniors that have meant a lot to us in Chloe and Ashton. Ashton more behind the scenes is a leader for us in practice and keeping everybody day-to-day wise on their toes. And then Chloe, what she's done for us on the floor the last 3-4 years that she started for me at point guard. Both of them in different ways are going to be missed immensely. And tonight's a night that we get an opportunity to express our gratitude for them.
Final thing for you, I know Addison's not going to be playing, but what does it mean to have her in the gym, just behind the bench, on the bench? What does it mean after what she had to go through here the last week and a half?
It was a big boost. She sat with us on Saturday, and you could feel the girls kind of just take a breath, like getting to see her in person and see her on the bench and getting to hear her, try to communicate a little bit with us. It was really, I don't know if inspiring is the right word, but that's what, the girls came out and played inspired basketball, and whether it was because of her or not, I was really happy with what she brought to us on the bench and the encouragement and being able to see kind of what a coach does during the game and kind of slap me on the back every once in a while and give me encouragement, which is what I need after, the thing that she went through.
Hey, Nathan, as always, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here tonight against the Warbirds.
All right, thanks for having me.
And again, Maple River head coach Nathan Hoots will continue on our pregame show after this.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com from the Raider Dome in Tower City. Take a look at other games this evening. The one team with an off night is Northern Cass. They're back on the docket on Thursday to close out their Region 1 portion of their schedule, hosting Fargo Oak Grove Thursday night right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Both Central Cass, Northern Cass, Kindred, and Sargent County, all the top of 4 teams. What they have in common, they control their own destiny moving forward. Central Cass wins out. They're the one if they lose, and if it's only one game they lose, they're still going to be the one that can finish no worse than number 2 with a win here tonight. Northern Cass more than likely will be the 2 as they own the head-to-head over Kindred. Same for Kindred, more than likely going to be the 3 as they own the head-to-head against Sargent County. Unless they lose to Oak Grove tonight, then their game with Enderlin on Thursday becomes a little bit more intriguing. Sargent County at 5-2 is 4th. The ever biggest spot left is the number 5 seed, as that gets you a bye right into the quarterfinals, and you don't have to worry about the play-in. Right now, Maple River and Oak Grove both are 4-4, but if it ended tonight, Oak Grove would be the 5, Maple River would be the 6, due to Oak Grove beating Maple River last week. Here's the situation from a Maple River point of view. All that you need is a win either tonight or on Saturday, and Oak Grove to lose against Kindred tonight and Oak Grove to lose against Northern Cass on Thursday, and you pick up a win over the Warbirds or a win over Sargent County, you more than likely will beat the 5 seed, barring what Tri-State does, and obviously Wyndmere Lidgerwood to close out the season then on Monday at Central Cass. But with how things are shaping up, that's what Maple River needs. A win here tonight goes a long way to securing the 5, but then you're going to be fans of Kindred and Northern Cass to beat Oak Grove later tonight And on Thursday, Fargo Oak Grove again 4-4. Tri-State's 4-5. Then the Warbirds are in a precarious spot at 3-5. A win here can help elevate them up a notch or two. However, Tri-State does have the game in hand when it comes to head-to-head tiebreakers. Tri-State is at Enderlin tonight. If you're the Warbirds, you're hoping for a Tri-State loss, a win here tonight, then somehow upend Central Cass on Monday. And if you could do that, you could find yourself up to maybe 6 and knocking on the door of that 5 spot to close out the regular season. But they need a lot to happen to go that way. A win for the Warbirds here does clinch them, however, at least hosting a play-in game. A loss here tonight and a loss against Central Cass, then things get a little bit more dicey, but they do have the game in hand against Lisbon, who's right behind them at 2-7 in Region 1 play. So if it ended tonight, the Warbirds would host Lisbon in that 8-9 matchup, and then Maple River, they would host the Enderlin Eagles in that 6-11 matchup, since Enderlin and Richland are currently with 1 win in the region, and Richland owns the head-to-head over Enderlin. That's, again, if it ended tonight. But games this evening, Central Cass at Richland, Kindred at Oak Grove, also on your live event with Joel Morgan, Lisbon at Sargent County tonight down in Milner with Nick Furch, and then Tri-State at Enderlin. So we'll get a little bit closer to finding out what the Region 1 postseason will look like. Tri-State, Lisbon, and Richland are all done after tonight. For Region 1 games, Northern Cass will finish theirs up on Thursday. It's the Irie Insurance pregame show here on YourLiveEvent.com. A reminder that we'll have the coverage of both the Region 1 girls and boys basketball tournaments here. The opening round begins on Thursday, February 16th for the girls, and transitions to North Dakota State University on Monday, February 20th for the quarterfinals. The boys gets underway on the 28th of February for the play-in, and then it's the week after that for the quarterfinals down at the Blickery Activity Center on the campus of North Dakota State University. For all of your insurance requests, visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. It's Wyndmere, Lidgerwood, Hankinson Warbirds at 8-10, going up against the Maple River Raiders at 11-6 on Parents Night from the Raider Dome. We'll continue the Maple River Raiders at 11-6 on Parents Night from the Raider Dome. We'll continue after this as we'll get to the starting lineups and the opening tip here from Tower City.
Banks serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley school districts. If you're interested in an egg loan, real estate, consumer, or commercial loan, Hometown Community Bank can serve you. Give DeWine a call at either branch location in Page or Fingal. Ask Janine about the competitive certificates of deposit or money market rates. Hometown Community Bank is a community bank and proud of the communities they serve, and they wish the best of luck to the Maple River Raiders for many years moving forward with the co-op. Hometown Community Bank is a member of the FDIC.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Let's get ready for the starting lineups here from the Raider Dome in Tower City between the Wyndmere, Lidgerwood, Hankinson Warbirds, their first year with this co-op, going up against the Maple River Raiders in their second year as a co-op with the Hope Page and the Maple Valley School Districts. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes as we get you ready for this contest. A win for the Warbirds gets them to 4-5 in region play, while a win for the Raiders would get them to 5-4 in Region 1 standings. For the Warbirds, they'll go like this. Kara Johnson, the 5'6" junior guard. You have Emerson Johnson, the younger sister, the 5'9" sophomore. Olivia Freilich, the 5'4" junior. As Freilich here, the 5'4" junior. Zoe Bowenstengel, the 5'6" senior. and then Gracie Kaczynski, the 5'11 senior forward. So a pair of Johnsons, Olivia, Zoe, and Kaczynski here for the Warbirds, head coached by Rylan Gutzmer. Winners of 2 of their last 3 contests, averaging 47 points per game, while defensively giving up 48 points per contest. 1 game remains in the regular season a week from tonight when they square off with the Central Cass Squirrels. And then they will get ready for the play-in on Thursday, February the 16th. For the Maple River Raiders, they're going to go like this here. Brielle Kaloran, the 5'10 sophomore forward. From there you have Iris Richmond, the 5'7 junior guard. Richmond at 5'7". Maple River head coach by Nathan Hoots with a mark of 11-6 on this season. Ashton Hennig, the 6'2 senior center, getting the start tonight here for the Raiders. On the inside for the senior center, Kiana Leerud, the 5'5 junior guard. Leerud here again at 5'5", and Chloe Wetch, the 5'5 senior guard here for the Raiders. So Kaloran, Richmond, Ashton, Kiana, and Wetch here for the Raiders, averaging 53 points per game, while defensively giving up 48 points per contest for Maple River. Latest Class B girls basketball polls are out. Here's the top 5 according to the North Dakota Associated Press Sportscasters and Sports Writers Association in the state. Thompson number 1, Kenmare Bullbells, the Honkers number 2, Rugby 3, Central Cass 4, and Central McLean at number 5. As we get ready for this contest between the Warbirds and the Raiders. Kaczynski in the center circle against Iris Richmond. Opening tip at 7:45 on a Monday night as we get this one underway. Zoe Bowenstengel will come out against the zone defense here out of Freilich. Olivia, double team, bounce pass up top to Johnson. Now it goes to Bowenstengel on the inside and be back up top to Emerson. Olivia driving kick, Emerson around the horn. Left short corner here to Bowenstengel. Pops the pass on the inside, trying to get the steal, and they do. Here comes Kaloran in transition. Kaloran bounce pass across the way to Richmond. Right-handed layup, no. Richmond gets it, and she's on the deck with it. And Olivia will come up with the rebound. So an opportunity there for the Raiders goes awry here on our City of Hope scoreboard. Who's going to try to draw first blood? Right baseline jumper off the mark. Rebound here by Wetch after the miss by Emerson Johnson. Chloe with her first board of the game. Wetch in the front court will handle it now, looking to pop a pass to Leerud around the horn out of Richmond. Iris back up top here to Chloe Wetch. Wetch driving kick. Ashton just inside the three-point line, and we'll have a traveling violation here on the Maple River Raiders. The game on Saturday with Maple River could mean a lot or mean absolutely nothing at all against Sargent County, barring what happens tonight in this game, but also across Region 1. While for the Warbirds, trying to elevate themselves through the standings with a win here tonight in the region. Zoe Bowenstengel opens up the scoring here with the elbow jumper, and the Warbirds take the first lead of the game. Little 2-1-2 full court pressure defense as they get in the front court to Kaloran. Kaloran back to Leerud. Pops the pass up and over to Bree. Bree going hard down the paint, trying to finish around Kaczynski, and does. Kaloran with her first field goal of the night, and we're not in at 2 points apiece. As this will be into the interior, back up top to Bowenstengel around the horn. Baseline jumper, Kiara Johnson off the mark. No rebound, though, by Emerson. Second chance opportunity here for the Warbirds. Bowenstengel free throw line jumper off the back tab long. Kiara Johnson rebound, no. A third time now for Freilich, and she will handle it to Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel rips it through on the baseline. Leerud trying to get the steal. It's jumper at the top of the key by Johnson. Tickles the twine. Emerson Johnson with the triple, and the Warbirds were all over the window, and they get rewarded with a top-of-the-key three. Leerud in the front court now for the Raiders. Right-hand side to Hannig on this little offense. And again, with Addison Hannig out for the rest of this season, Maple River has had to reshuffle some pieces and maybe come up with a little bit different of an offense. Olivia will handle it, and then we'll have a traveling violation. That'll be the Warbirds' second. Substitution is Violet Richmond, the 7th grader, at 5'5", as she will come in for Ashton. And now it's the Raiders that will handle it in the backcourt here to Chloe Wetch. Up the floor, this one goes Richmond. Richmond attacks up and over on the pass to Leerud, who spins on the left short corner. Then we'll have a carrying violation on the Raiders. It'll be their second turnover of the game. One thing that Coach Ryland Gutzmer said in our pregame show, they have to limit turnovers and then hit the window. Well, they have taken second chance, full variety so far here for the Warbirds. Emerson Johnson up top to Bowen Stingle. Bowen Stingle on the baseline. Here's this one will come across to Kaczynski for 2. Give the assist here to Olivia, and Kaczynski with her first 2 points of the evening. The Maple River Raiders down by 5. It's a 5-0 run for the Warbirds. Right-hand side, Iris Richmond. Now to Lee Root. Ball will go on the left wing. Here to Violet Richmond. Gets cut off there. Good help side defense. Lee Root again at the top of the key here for the Raiders. Violet open. Left wing triple. Got it to go. Violet Richmond with the 3. Her first field goal off the bench here for Nathan Hoots. And the Raiders back within 1 possession. As Maple River will stay in this zone defense. And again, in a zone, it's sometimes tougher to box out than in man. Bowen Stingle, jumper off. Rebound comes down to Violet. And now Maple River will look to tie for the second time tonight or possibly take their first lead of the game. Violet Richmond crossover, a little no-look pass, left-handed scoop and score. Violet Richmond now with 5, and we're knotted at 7 apiece. Kaczynski will handle the rock. This one to Bowen Stingle, around the horn jumper. Freilich got it to go. Olivia with her second three-pointer as a team here for the Warbirds, as Wyndmere Lidgerwood now leads it by 3. Back and forth here in the opening 4 minutes. Chloe Wedge goes down the paint kick. Richmond, this to tie off the front iron and a board to Kaczynski. 2 points and a rebound. Bowen Stingle, baseball pass up the floor. Johnson triple, can't get it to go. Rebound underneath to Emerson, and a tie-up between her and Bray. Possession will be awarded to Maple River. Warbirds, Lauren Oster, the 5'4" senior guard, will check in, as the Warbirds will handle it here. And we're going to see who's the possession again, and it's going to be Maple River basketball here. On our City of Hope scoreboard, work and play in Hope, North Dakota. From job listings and housing options, search HopeND.com. That again is HopeND.com. Lee Root driving kick. This one goes to Richmond. Back to Kiana here on the baseline as the Warbirds are looking to trap in that right corner. Wetch takes the ball screen. Kaczynski comes out on the hedge. Kick now to Lee Root on the baseline. Back up top to Chloe. Chloe will handle a rock here, lost it for a moment, and it's a steal as Emerson Johnson looks to go coast to coast with it, and a block shot by Kaloran, but coming down underneath is Lauren. Oster gives it to Bowen Stingle up top, Kaczynski, and there's a reaching foul here, and that will be the first on the Maple River Raiders. It'll be the first foul for either club tonight. Iris Richmond will be the guilty party, her first, and the team's first. Bowen Stingle slated to inbound the basketball as Maple River now goes more to a man-to-man pressure defense. Bowen Stingle asking for it on the inside. Wedge trying to front. Oster will handle it now at the top of the key. Emerson Johnson, top of the key. Three-pointer, no. Rebound, good box by Iris Richmond. Iris Richmond and Kiara Johnson were going for that one, and Iris got just enough of the angle on the inside to collect the loose ball. As the Warbirds looking to limit Violet Richmond right now, will handles the basketball to Lee Root on the baseline. Again, and then we'll have a traveling violation on Maple River. That'll be their 4th. For Nathan Hoots, he'll make a substitution as Carly Hovelson, an 8th grader here, will check in now for the Maple River Raiders. Maple River with a win tonight will get to 12-6 overall in this season, while for the Warbirds, that will get them to 9-10 with a W here this evening. Largest lead early, 5 for the Warbirds at 7-2. They've either led or it's been tied tonight from a Warbird point of view. Man defense continues. Johnson gets by Wedge. Inside on the bounce pass to Kaczynski. Shot is off the mark. Pinball in the round, and Violet Richmond collects the loose ball. Richmond ankle cross. Getting to the 10. Right-handed shot is blocked by Kaczynski, as will stay with the Raiders. Another substitution on the bench. Claire Irie will check in. So the 8th different player here for head coach Nathan Hoots into the contest. On the opposite side for the Warbirds, we've seen 6 players, and there's a miscommunication turnover here for Maple River. Warbirds so far led by the 3 points of Emerson Johnson and the triple by Olivia Freilich. For the Maple River Raiders, they're led by the 5 of Violet Richmond off the bench here for Maple River, and we'll have a reset of the 35-second shot clock. Other games in action again tonight. Central Cass and Colfax going up against the Colts as Violet Richmond gets the steal across the paint now to Hovelson. This one will go to Irie on the baseline. She gets cut off there. Kaloran, 16-footer. Back tap, no. Ball gets tapped around, and Kaczynski will come up with it. The Warbirds able to transition. Nice ankle cross by Oster to get to the paint. Kick out here, top of the key. Bowenstengel, 3, no. Loose ball on the inside, Johnson. And then we'll have a jump ball. A call on the inside here as Emerson Johnson got the loose ball, 3 points and 2 rebounds, and Kaloran got her right hand on top of the basketball to collect the jump. It's Kaczynski on the inside for Bowenstengel, then we'll have a foul. Foul will be on Violet Richmond, her first and the team's second here. As we'll have Bowenstengel slated to inbound this basketball. Zoe on the inbounds, gives it to the baseline. Jumper, Emerson Johnson. That'll be long. It's a loose ball underneath, and ball will be out of play and towards the Maple River Raiders. It was at 10-7 here, about a little over a minute and a half in game action, and since then, neither team has been able to put one in the cylinder. Chloe Wetch, the 5'5 senior guard, right-hand side, as she gets the ball back on this man defense here for the Warbirds. Ball gets skipped right wing. That goes to Irie. It gets cut off there now to Kaloran. Hand by Emerson Johnson, and Wetch gives it before it's a steal. Irie, high post Kaloran. Kaloran gets to the paint. Leaves it to Richmond out of Hovelson. Hovelson tries to get by Bowenstengel as this one works around the horn to Wetch with 5. Wetch gets the shot up and good. Chloe Wetch with her first field goal of the night, and the Raiders are back within 1. Bowenstengel bounce pass Emerson Johnson, and there's a foul here on the body with Violet Richmond, her second, and that'll be the team's third. As we'll be on the floor here, as Kiana Lerood will check in for the aforementioned Richmond. As Bowenstengel will be in a familiar spot to inbound it here on the baseline. Finds Johnson coming across the paint, and there's a foul. Kiana will pick up her first, the team's fourth, and they allowed that play to develop. And going to the free throw line for the first time tonight is Emerson Johnson for her first free throws for either team. 62 seconds left to play here in the opening quarter as the Warbirds look to add to their advantage from the free throw line, and Johnson buries the first now with 4 points to lead the floor here for Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson. Second free throw attempt upcoming here for the Warbirds is up and good now with 5. The Warbirds, 5 timeouts, 0 team fouls for the Raiders, 5 timeouts, 4 team fouls so far through the opening 7 minutes. Wetch takes a ball screen here, bounce pass to Irie up the wing. Irie now back to Hovelson. Hovelson spot up, 3-pointer coming. That's going to be long, and a rebound here to Lauren, her second of the contest. Warbirds at the top of the key here. Leave it interior to Kaczynski. Kaczynski with Kaloran on the guard as this one will be back. Kaczynski reposts on the inside, takes the dribble, clears some space, and gets it up for 2. Kaczynski now with 4 points and 2 rebounds here in the Warbirds, up by 5. They match their largest lead of the opening quarter. Wetch, spin, kick, Irie, high-arching triple, rattle in. Claire Irie with the triple and give Chloe Wetch the assist. Kaczynski in the front court. Kaczynski left-hand side. That goes to Kiara Johnson. Back to Gracie. Around the horn, Oster. Oster with 2. Bowenstengel rises. Gets the shot up off the mark. And that's how we'll end our first quarter of play. It's the visiting Warbirds 14. The hometown Raiders 12 on our City of Hope scoreboard.
Crop insurance policy to reflect the increase in commodity prices and input costs? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We want to partner with you to provide you a comprehensive policy structure to protect your farm's revenue and preserve your equity. Give us a call today to set up a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent prior to March 15th. For contact information, please visit our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
The Maple Valley School District is moving forward with the plan to build a new pre-K classroom, community fitness center, and gymnasium with locker rooms. The classroom will provide more space for a growing pre-K program. The fitness center will provide opportunities to benefit all Maple Valley communities, and the gym will allow more opportunities for all activities of the Maple River Co-op. Plus, the plan is to build with no new taxes. Contact the business manager to see how you can help make this a reality today at 701-749-2570.
Some other games on your live event tonight. Kindred leads early midway through the third quarter at Oak Grove, 11-4 in Region 1 girls basketball, and then it's a 5-4 game. Sargent County leads over Lisbon early on in the first quarter in Milner. Here in Tower City, Kaloran gets the 10 as they brought her off a screen. Hovelson delivers the goods on the assist, and Kaloran now with 4 points, and we're tied for the third time tonight here at 14 apiece. On the interior, this one will go to Olivia Froelich, double team. Now to Johnson. Emerson's going to drive the paint. Good hustle defense by Hovelson as she gets down on the floor. And then she'll be out of play with her right shoe on the baseline, out of bounds as she trying to touch the basketball and keep it in play here for the Raiders. But good hustle there by the 8th grader. Bowen Stingle to inbound it on the baseline as she delivers it now to Froelich. Around the horn to Oster on the baseline, Emerson Johnson. Cut off there by Kiana. Now this will go off the left knee of Bowen Stingle and turnover number 4 for the Warbirds. Up and over. Hovelson. Hovelson looks to spin to Kiana. Gives it at the high post to Kaloran. Gets by Kaczynski. Driving kick. 3! Splash City! Hovelson with the triple. And for the first time tonight, the Raiders are up by 3. What a find by Kaloran here with the triple. Then we have a foul on the opposite side as Kaloran will pick up her first and the team's fifth. So Maple River will have one more to give before the Warbirds can take advantage from the bonus free throw variety. Kaczynski asking for it on the inside. This one will go to Oster. Back up top now to Emerson Johnson. Johnson attacking the paint, throws it up and gets it to go. Emerson Johnson with a game-high 7 to lead the floor for the Warbirds, who for the first time tonight playing some defense are trailing by 1 on our City Hope scoreboard. And Hovelson will have a traveling violation. Turnover number 6 on the Raiders. Nip and tuck early here in the opening 9.5 minutes. From the Raider Dome in Tower City, the Region 1 postseason begins a week from Thursday with the play-in. 2 weeks from now, we will have all 4 quarterfinals for you here of the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament from NDSU on yourliveevent.com. Bowen Stingle, 15-footer, got it to go. We've seen Zoe shoot that shot at least 4 times here in the opening quarter, and she regains the lead here for the Warbirds. On the up top now for Maple River. This one will go left wing. Kaloran, double team, rips it through and says, well, if both players are going to come across me, I'll gladly just shoot it from the left block and a timeout on the floor. 6:06 left to play in the second quarter. We'll break with them. It's the Raiders up by 1.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
19-18 Maple River on a 1-point edge here of the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds here on this Monday night on yourliveevent.com. As the Warbirds here will bring into the contest now Valerie Mendoza, a 5'5 freshman, and she'll play the point this time down. Bounce pass at the top of the key, man pressure defense by the Raiders, driving kick action. This will go Emerson Johnson inside Kaczynski for 2. Gracie Kaczynski just understands what's to do. Block to block here for the Warbirds. She has 6 points and 2 rebounds here for the Warbirds. Taking a screen as Hovelson up and over on the pass to Leerud. Chases it down before it's an over and back violation, and Bowen Stingle wants to get the steal, and then we have a timeout here for Nathan Hoots. As both teams will take a timeout in a matter of seconds of one another. We'll break with them here. 5:31 left to play in the opening half on our City of Hope scoreboard.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in North Dakota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Late in the first quarter in Milner, it's Sargent County 10 to Lisbon Broncos 7 here in Region 1 girls basketball. After the timeout by Nathan Hoots, we'll see what Maple River draws up. Hovelson spins on Bowenstengel, gets the pass now to Lerood. Lerood hangs, shoots a floater, can't get that one to go, but a rebound on the inside to Iris Richmond, her second. Spinning is going to be Hovelson. It's a fresh 30 now for the Raiders. Kaloran lost it for a moment. It's still loose on the deck, and it's going to be a steal as Kaczynski will come up with it. So no Violet Richmond in the game with 2 personal fouls, and Chloe Wedge getting a little breather, but both of them are set to return for the Raiders on the next dead ball. Kaczynski didn't see that ball coming, and Kaloran will get the steal. 5th turnover of the game for the Warbirds as Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson will make a substitution as well here, as Kara Johnson will check in, and we'll have a carrying violation for the Raiders. Warbirds lead it by 1. Still to come on our halftime show. Look at the first half numbers. Get you ready for what's next for both teams on their schedule to close out the regular season, and then get you ready for other games across your live event here this week. A very busy week, as we'll have a body foul, and this one will be on Hovelson, her first, and the team 6th. So the next one will put the Warbirds to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. Warbirds here with Kiara Johnson slated to inbound it. Mendoza gets the baseline here. Kaloran able to cut her off, and Mendoza will reset the offense. Bowenstengel at the top, the key little 5 out on the driving kick. Open, Johnson triple off the front iron. Ball gets pinballed around, and it's going to be 1 here by Hovelson, her second. Kaloran in the front court, comes to a curl hop to Wedge. Wedge spins, attacks, finds Kaloran here. This is a 3 on the way for Bree. Shot is off the mark, and Bowenstengel will come up with a loose ball rebound. Zoe 4 points and a rebound here tonight for the senior inside Johnson. This one off the back tip, no falls her own shot. Kiara throws another one up, no. Rebound here to Kaloran. That'll be her first, and now Nathan Hoots calls out the offense. So far in this quarter, 6 points for the Warbirds. On the opposite side, you have 6 points. Make that 7 here for the Raiders. Irie to Richmond. Violet at the left wing. Ankle cross on Mendoza. Up and over on the pass to Wedge. Right wing 3 for the lead. Chloe Wedge now with 5. Other side, and a Kara Johnson turnover will result in the Maple River Raiders collecting the basketball right back. Wedge with the triple here, and Maple River so far with 4 threes in the opening half. Kiana Lerood will come back into the game here for the Raiders. For the Warbirds right now, Kaczynski will check out of the contest, so the Warbirds will go a little bit more of a guard-oriented lineup now. This one, Violet Richmond, left baseline triple. No Lerood, though, underneath, collects a loose ball to Hovelson. Kiana, and then a little 1-2 step here for Kiana results in a loose ball. Make that a turnover, Largest lead of the game for the Warbirds at 5, and on the opposite side for Maple River, it's been a 1-possession lead as they handle it right now. This one will go across the way. Chloe Wedge is there for the steal. Wedge looks to go coast to coast, trying to get by Mendoza, and there's the foul. Valerie Mendoza will pick up her first and the team's first, as going to the free throw line will be Chloe Wedge. 5 points and a rebound, and Wedge will look to add on to this Maple River lead here in the second quarter. First free throws of the game for Maple River, and Chloe gets the shooter's roll. Substitution in the game for Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson. Emerson Johnson will come in. The Warbirds averaging 47, giving up 48 tonight, while Maple River averaging 53.8. Well, defensively giving up 48. Free throw attempt number 2 by Wedge is off the mark, and Bowenstengel gets her second rebound. Bowenstengel to Johnson. Emerson gets between 2 players in Lerood and Wedge goes up the floor to Iris Richmond. Make that Violet Richmond for 2. Violet with 7, Wedge with the assist. It's the largest lead of the game here for the Raiders. Front court, Mendoza to Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel finds her shot, probing off the front iron. Rebound comes to Wedge, and Wedge wants to boogie. Wedge to the paint, rips it through, and then we'll have a foul. Chloe Wedge will go to the free throw line. Nice step through to get to the line, and we'll have the second foul of the game here on Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson, as this one will come across, and it'll be the second on Mendoza. Free throw opportunities here for Chloe. Just like the first time, buries the first. Kaczynski returns alongside Oster here for the Warbirds. Kaloran and Iris Richmond back into the game now for the Maple River Raiders. Raiders up by 6, their largest lead on our City of Hope scoreboard. And they look to add on to it now with Wetch at the free throw line. Wetch, free throw, got it. 3 for 4 in the quarter here for Chloe. Raiders up by 7. Now it's the Warbirds looking for an offensive bucket as the Raiders go to a little matchup 2-3 zone. Ball gets skipped to Johnson to Bowenstengel. Zoe looking, shooting. Shot is going to be off the mark. Rebound loose underneath, and coming up with this one will be Hovelson, her third of the contest. Hovelson in the front court now for the Maple River Raiders. Gives it up top to Wetch. Wetch will call out the offense now with head coach Nathan Hoots coming off a baseline screen as Violet Richmond. Three-pointer going to be long. Rebound here tracked down by Oster. Lauren has her third board of the game. Oster in the front court. Warbirds with a bucket to get it back to 2 possessions here. Emerson Johnson. This one will go off the left shin of Chloe Wetch and stay with the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds. Warbirds have been scoreless here for 2 minutes of game action as Kaczynski across the way, stolen by Iris Richmond. Up the other side, Hovelson. Hovelson will attack the paint, and she will get rewarded with free throws. So Carly goes to the line for free throws 5 and 6 here of this quarter. And the foul comes on Emerson Johnson, her first and the team's third. 2 shots upcoming here for Hovelson. Free throw 1 of 2 on the way. He's going to be off the back tab. Maple River now make that 3 of 5 from the free throw line as a team. Currently with 5 players in the scoring column here for the Maple River Raiders. And a chance for Hovelson to continue to widen this margin out at the free throw line as Hovelson misses both. Rebound though by Kalora. Nice dribble across the paint. Can't get it to find. Bree with a nice move, and then we'll have a traveling violation here for the Warbirds. That is their 10th and their 7th here of the quarter. So with 87 seconds left to play here in the first half, the Warbirds do have fouls to give. They have 3 before it's the bonus. Well, the next one for Maple River will put the Warbirds in the 1-1. On the baseline here is Hovelson. Nice defense by Bowenstengel. Good cut by Violet Richmond with the teardropper smooch off the window for 2. Violet now with 9 and a timeout on the floor. We'll break with them late here in the second quarter on YourLiveEvent.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Timeout on the floor here. Maple River leads it by 9. The Raiders right now led by the 9 points of Violet Richmond off the bench, and the 8 for Chloe Wetch. Well, for Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson, the Warbirds are led by the 7 of Emerson Johnson with a pair of rebounds, and the 6 by Gracie Kaczynski. Timeout by Coach Rylan Gutzmer here for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds. Again, they will finish off the regular season a week from today, going up against Central Cass. Has been busy for the Warbirds. A game Friday, a game Saturday, and a game here Monday. And after the timeout, we'll see what Coach Gutzmer draws up. So far, the Raiders been either zone or man pressure defense, and that zone been a little bit more of an extended 2-3. Emerson Johnson, right-hand side. Small right back from her sister. Now pops the pass to Kiara to Bowenstengel. Emerson, right of the key, triple. Got it! Good passing here for the Warbirds, and Emerson Johnson now in double digits with 10. That is her second 3 as well. Warbirds needed that one to get it down to a 2-possession game. Hovelson, right wing, up top to Wetch. Wetch looks to spin, does. Bowenstengel comes on the help. Kick out right-hand side, Hovelson. Hovelson drives across the paint, and there's a foul. Iris Richmond will go to the free throw line. Johnson picks up the foul. Gara's first, team's 4th, and shooting 2 here will be Iris Richmond. Irish, the 5'7" junior at the free throw line for the Raiders. Shooting 2, buries the first. Substitution as Lee Rude will check in for Violet Richmond with those 2 personal fouls here for Violet, so Nathan Hoots doesn't want to pick up that 3rd one here late in this first half. Second free throw attempt here by Iris. Got it to go. So Raiders up by 8. Warbirds, we'll see if they can have as good passing as they did the last possession. Kaczynski, Bowenstengel, left pocket 3 on the way for Zoe. Shot no. Put back though. Backside rebound by Kiara Johnson for the 2 points. 2 points and 3 rebounds here for the 5'6" junior guard. Wetch at the right wing will dribble it out, and the Raiders can hold for the final shot of the half if they want. Wetch back up top, looks at the scoreboard here. Wetch looks to take a ball screen kick. Iris Richmond up top. Kiana LaRue around the horn out of Hovelson. Hovelson spins, finds Kaloran. Kaloran with 3. Kaloran drives, gets the shot up, partially blocked, and it will be a tip ball and stay with the Raiders with .7 left on our City of Hope scoreboard. It's got to be a catch and shoot situation for the Raiders. LaRue on the inside, and that one will go out of play, and that's how we'll end our first half of play on our City of Hope scoreboard. It's the Maple River Raiders 31-25 here. As we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the Little Raiders at the half.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
The dedicated staff at Wyndmere Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Wyndmere Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer, providing auto parts and offering dealer direct parts from Dodge, Ford, and GM. Wyndmere Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry a full line of sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours, specials, or CarQuest auto products, go online to WyndmereAuto.com. Wyndmere Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Wyndmere.
As we come back on the floor, your halftime entertainment, here are the Little Raiders for this basketball contest. 31-25 here on our City of Hope scoreboard. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you from the Raider Dome in Tower City on this Monday night to get your work week off on the right foot here. For the Maple River Raiders, 12 points in the first quarter, 19 in the second. While for Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson, they had 14 points in the opening 8 minutes and 11 points in the second stanza. Here's a look at your first half numbers. The Raiders with 6 players in the scoring column with 4 threes, and they're 5 of 8 from the foul line with 9 turnovers. Maple River led by the 9 points with Violet Richmond, the 8 for Chloe Wetch, who's 3 of 4 shooting from the floor. 6 points by Kaloran, 3 then by Claire Irie, 3 by Hovelson. Carly with also 3 rebounds, and Iris Richmond 2 of 2 from the foul line, 2 points and 2 boards. Maple River led by the 9 for Violet and the 8 with Chloe Wetch. For the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds, 5 players in the scoring column with 3 main threes, and they're 2 of 2 from the foul line. The Warbirds led by the double digits here for Emerson Johnson with 10 points and 2 threes, and 2 of 2 shooting from the foul line. She shot the only free throws here from a Warbirds point of view. 6 points then for Gracie Kaczynski. You have 4 points with Zoe Bowenstengel, 3 by Olivia Freilich, and 2 points by Kiara Johnson here for the Warbirds. Warbirds with 10 turnovers compared to 9 for Maple River. Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson again led by the 10 points of Emerson Johnson and the 6 by Gracie Kaczynski. Taking a look at your out-of-town scoreboard here tonight, Lisbon and Sargent County with 3 minutes left to play in the opening half. It's the Warbirds up by 12 against the Lisbon Broncos. And then also tonight on YourLiveEvent.com, Oak Grove hanging around with Kindred. It's the Kindred Vikings up by 8 with 3 minutes to play in the opening half. So that's a look at your out-of-town scoreboard as well. Some other games going on tonight. Tri-State at Enderlin and Central Cass visiting Colfax going up against the Colts. After 1 half of play here in Tower City, it's the Maple River Raiders 31, the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds currently with 25. We'll take a quick break. We'll continue here from the Raider Dome in Tower City on our halftime show. That's coming up next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Growers. Here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
More new equipment and more trades continue to come to the lot of Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Now on the lot, 8735 Massey Ferguson row crop tractor. Come take a look. Talk to Chuck O'Neill for more information on this 8735 Massey Ferguson row crop tractor. Also on the lot, new 29-foot Wilrich Chisel Pro and this new 39-foot Wilrich Chisel Plow. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
As we continue here on our halftime show, take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard in Class B boys basketball tonight. Number 6, Thompson leads Mayport CG by 12 at the half, and the 4 wins Minnewacan Indians, the number 1 ranked team in the latest boys basketball poll, leads the Rugby Panthers by 16 at the half as well. And we'll take a look at the Enderlin Eagles game going on right now with Tri-State. Currently, with 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter, it's the Enderlin Eagles 41, the Tri-State Tigers 38. A win for Enderlin they desperately need to be the 10 seed because Richland holds the head-to-head. If they were to finish with the same record, Richland would be the 10. Richland would be the 10. Enderlin would drop to the 11. But a win here tonight for Enderlin would get them to the 10 seed as long as the Colts fall to Central Cass here this evening in Colfax. Tri-State, a loss for them would drop them to 4-6 on the season, making it a likelihood for the Warbirds if they could win this game. They would match with 4 Regional 1 wins. They do have a loss, however, to Tri-State. But if they could win tonight, then all of a sudden that game with Central Cass becomes more intriguing on Monday for the simple fact of if you could win this one and beat the Squirrels and upset a top 10 ranked team, they could find themselves moving up the ladder as well, not being the 8, but possibly the 7, and we'll see what some other scores are across the way here in Region 1 play. But again, midway through the third quarter play right now down in Enderlin, it's the Eagles up by 3 over the Tri-State Tigers. Parity was a word used from a handful of coaches this season. Once we got to the first 2-3 weeks, you felt like the big 3, which it has been the last couple of years of Central Cass, Northern Cass, and Kindred would be there. But then you kind of were wondering who would be that 4 and 5. And Sargent County and Maple River have put themselves in that situation to be the 4 and 5. But really, after you get to the middle part of this region on any given night, someone can spoil someone's evening. And even a week and a half ago, Enderlin was leading Northern Cass at the half down in Enderlin. So there's a lot of stuff to get to once we get to the Region 1 tournament. Sure, it might be Central Cass's to lose, if you will, which is 7-0 in the region. But don't count out a Northern Cass, Kindred, and some of these teams are going to be a little bit lower down the total poll when it comes to postseason play, depending on the seed line. Again, at the half here on our City Hope scoreboard, it's the Maple River Raiders 31, the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds 25. The Warbirds against Central Cass on Monday, February the 13th, and if it ended today again without this game, they would play on Thursday, February 16th as part of the play-in a week from Thursday. And then for the Maple River Raiders, they got a game tomorrow, JV at Barnes County North against the Bison varsity squad. And they close out the regular season on Saturday against Sargent County as part of the regular season finale. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, second half action from the Raider Dome in Tower City. That's coming up next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
Goose River Heating and Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Reminder, go to yourliveevent.com. That's yourliveevent.com. For more information for high school sports throughout the rest of this week, we will have the Region 1 and Region 2 individual tournament for wrestling. Region 1 going to be in Oaks for our audio-only portion of our broadcast. And Region 2, that's going to be in Hillsboro for our video portion. And we'll have the state wrestling coverage as well for audio-only a week from Thursday at the Fargo Dome. The individuals will be on the 16th and the 17th, while the dual tournament will be on Saturday the 18th. And then we get right into region tournaments across the state of North Dakota for Class B girls basketball 2 weeks from tonight. Some still have district play. Those get underway a little bit later this week for postseason, particularly, for example, in Region 3 with District 5 and District 6 tournaments. So postseason is officially upon us. Love it. Part of this time of the year. February Frenzy is a great time. A lot of action from wrestling to basketball to hockey, and then you get ready for some of these state tournaments. State B girls basketball will be in the Magic City on March the 2nd through the 4th. The Super A will be from the Shield Center on March 9th through the 11th, with the State B boys basketball tournament March 16th through the 18th from the Bismarck Event Center. And then once that tournament is done, we officially can start talking spring season. Whether it's baseball, softball, golf, track and field, name your sport. That'll be coming up here a little bit later on in just over a month and a half to 2 months, barring what Mother Nature has in store for us. As we get ready for this second half of play between the Warbirds and the Raiders tonight here for Region 1 girls basketball on yourliveevent.com. The Raiders will match with a 2-3 zone to start. A pair of Richmonds up top with Iris and Violet. Warbirds will handle it now with Johnson. Olivia Freilich uses up that dribble here at the top of the key. Kaczynski. You also have Bowen Stingle on the floor. As this will go to Bowen Stingle, ball gets skipped right-hand side to the baseline, cut off there for Olivia. Now to Emerson, bounce pass on the interior. Gracie Kaczynski throws it up for two. Kaczynski now with 8 points here for the Warbirds, who are back within 4. Lee Root, Wetch, Kaloran, Violet, and Iris Richmond. Violet wants the 3, and why not from the left wing? Violet in double digits with 12. That's her second made 3 here for the Raiders. Left-hand side, Emerson Johnson, interior Kaczynski, kick out, two-man game. Johnson, three-pointer, no. Backside rebound, Bowen Stingle, yes. Zoe Bowen Stingle now with 6 points and 3 rebounds. Raiders will bring in the front court here. Kiana LaRude at the right of the key. Coming through the elevator screen is Violet Richmond. Richmond takes a couple of dribbles. Ball screen here for Kaloran. Violet on this weaving action out of Learud. Kiana at the top, right of the key. Triple for Violet Richmond off the back tab, no, and we'll have a foul here for Iris. Iris will pick up her second. That'll be the team's first of this second half with 6:42 left to play on the start quarter. A bucket for the Warbirds would get them back within one possession. Extended 2-2-1. As ball goes to Freilich here. She tiptoes her way inside the paint. Hang, shoot, runner, no. Put back by Kaczynski is fouled. Kaczynski will have 2 free throws upcoming. Foul comes across here on Kaloran, her second. That'll be a team second. So you got Bree with 2, Iris with 2, and Violet with 2. Now for Maple River. Free throw opportunity here for Kaczynski with 8 points. First free throw attempt is good. Second free throw attempt here for Kaczynski, trying to get to that double-digit mark and join teammate Emerson Johnson here for the Warbirds. Kaczynski's second free throw attempt is up and good as well. Gracie now with 10 points as the Raiders lead it by 3. Chloe Wetch in the front court. As this one will go to Kaloran. Kaloran with the ankle cross, able to get to the paint across the way, tipped with Iris Richmond. Lee Rood handles it back to Iris. Kiana now will give it to Chloe Wetch. Wetch drives, hangs, shoot, 10-footer off the back tab. No, rebound by Kaloran underneath, and then we have a foul. Olivia will pick up her first, team's first, and Bree will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight, shooting 2. The Raiders 5 of 8 from the free throw line so far here this evening. First free throw attempts for Kaloran. First of 2 right-handed tosses for Bree. First one's off the mark. Second free throw attempt, this to try to make it a 2-possession game for the Maple River Raiders. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming for the sophomore. Kaloran, free throw. That's going to be long. Rebound underneath here for Kiara Johnson, her 4th board of the game. Zoe Bowenstengel crossing the timeline here. Here comes a double team. Gives it to Johnson. Ball gets deflected. Good hands by LaRue and stolen away by Iris Richmond. The other side of the floor here, and then we'll have a reaching foul on Emerson. Her second and the team's second here for the Warbirds. Their team is led by double digits here tonight. The Raiders got it up to a 9-point lead at one point, 29-20 late in the first half. Violet Richmond, right baseline triple in and out, no good, and Olivia collects the rebound, her 4th. Other side here for Olivia, driving, kicking, pass up top now to Bowenstengel, back to Johnson. Emerson, right pocket, 3! Rattles it in. Emerson Johnson with 13, her 3rd triple, and we're tied at 34. Good-looking shot there by Emerson, and a nice extra pass by Bowenstengel to set it up. Bounce pass to Violet Richmond. Richmond on the baseline, lost it on her way. Last touch off Kaczynski as they'll stay with the Raiders. Lauren Oster will check into the game as Kiara Johnson will go to the bench here for the Warbirds. Chloe Wedge to inbound with 20 seconds here on the shot clock. Up across the paint, here goes Kaloran, up and shot, no. Rebound here by Bree underneath. As she's triple team, kick to Wedge, triple, got it! Chloe Wedge in double digits with 11. Second chance opportunities was the name of the game early for the Warbirds back in the first quarter on this side of the court. Now it's the Raiders making the most of their second chance here on that last possession. Oster double team Freilich, left-hand side Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel with the ball fake, leaves it left hand. Now to Emerson Johnson as she crow hops through the paint, and there's a foul. Wedge was able to plant some roots. The foul comes on Emerson, and this one is going to be, on Bowenstengel clearing the way. So that will not be on Emerson. Bowenstengel, she'll pick up her first and the team's third. 4:49 left to play here in the third quarter in a contest that is just over 45 minutes old here this evening from Tower City. Dribble handoff to Wedge. Near sideline, Kiana lost it on the deck. It's still loose, and then we'll have a reaching foul. Turnover on the Raiders, then a foul here on Kiana, her second and the team's third, as Hovelson will check into the game now for Maple River. As the Raiders will play up top here on a little zone pressure defense. Playing the top is Iris Richmond. Warbirds will handle a steal with Chloe Wedge now for the Raiders. Wedge looking to go coast to coast, lost it on her way up. There's a collision. It's still loose, and Violet Richmond gives it to her sister Iris from the front of the iron. No. Rebound here to the Warbirds. Olivia collects her 5th board of the game. In the front court, a triple to tie. Finds Emerson Johnson inside, but there's Wedge for the steal. Wedge will handle it the other way. Chloe bounce pass to Violet Richmond, and that's a good foul here for the Warbirds. Olivia will pick up her second, team's 4th. Otherwise, that would have been 2 points for Violet Richmond. Right now, 14 fouls for the Warbirds, 3 fouls as a unit for the Maple River Raiders. The Warbirds is Maidenwalt will check in here. The 5'6" freshman guard also checking in will be Johnson. He already returns in the game. Shylin slated to inbound, slated to play the top here on the man pressure defense for the Warbirds. Irie gives it to Wetch. Baseline three-pointer long. Rebound here will be to Holvelson as she'll pick up her fourth, and then loose ball tapped out of Plano stay with the Maple River Raiders. So far in this quarter for Maple River, 6 points scored thanks to a pair of threes by Wetch and Violet Richmond. Interior is Kaloran. That one swirls in and out, no good. And a board here to Gracie Kaczynski, her fourth of the contest. The opposite side for the Warbirds, they were trailing it by 6 at the half. Currently trailing it by 3 with 9 points here in the quarter. Maidenwalt double team gives it to Kaczynski. Backdoor to Oster on the 5 for 2. Lauren with her first field goal and a timeout on the floor. We'll break with them as the Warbirds are back within 1 on our City of Hope scoreboard.
Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Timeout for Ryland and head coach for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds. It'll be their third of the game. They'll have 2 remaining for Coach Gutzmer. So far, 13 points for Emerson Johnson to lead the floor, while for the Maple River Raiders, they're currently led by the 12 points by Violet Richmond. After tonight for the Raiders, we'll have their regular season finale for you here from the Raider Dome on Saturday, part of a twin bill. The boys will play Oaks starting at noon for the JV broadcast, and the varsity will follow roughly at around 1:30, 1:45. The girls will host the Sargent County Bulldogs in a remake of a game that's been moved not once but twice back in December due to Mother Nature. The JV game will start at 4 with the varsity game scheduled to follow at around 5:30. Again, we'll have both of those for you right here on yourliveevent.com. Holvelson to Violet Richmond, left wing triple, high arching 3, Splash City. Violet Richmond now with 15 points. Her third made triple as well. So after the timeout, Maple River takes advantage, and the Warbirds get a good-looking shot by Kaczynski, but that one rattles in and out. Kaloran with her 5th rebound. Chloe Wetch the other side here, and I wonder if it's a heat check moment for Violet Richmond. Now back to Wetch. Around the horn on this 1-4. Ball gets tipped. Last touch off of Zoe Bowenstengel here for the Warbirds. As the Raiders slated to inbound it in the backcourt here for Chloe Wetch. When one team makes a run, the other has answered the bell so far here tonight. Violet Richmond with another triple. It was halfway down. Holvelson trying to save it before it goes out of play, and she's unable to do so. It goes into the one area where we're just unable to find the court here on top of the stage in Tower City. So a turnover here for Maple River. Good hustle, though, by both the Warbirds and Holvelson here for Maple River. Warbirds, Kaczynski finds a teammate. Right-hand side jumper for Johnson. Got it to go. Johnson now with 4 points. Here's the Warbirds are back within 2. Chloe Wetch takes a ball screen. Little pick and pop action to Kaloran. Good shot fake. Got Kaczynski up in the air and gets fouled. And Kaloran goes to the free throw line. Brio for 2 from the line tonight, but nice looking jump fake, able to get Kaczynski up in the air, and then there's a foul coming across. Lauren Oster will pick up her first, and that'll be the team's 5th. Free throw opportunities for Kaloran. Again, free throw attempt is off the mark. Second free throw attempt on the way here for Bree, trying to get this to a 3-point game here for Maple River, as they're now 5 of 11 from the free throw line. Second one on the way for Kaloran is good. So Bree now with 7 points. The Raiders will pick up a little pressure up top here with Claire Irie. Warbirds able to break it nicely. Oster right-hand side, Bowenstengel. Back to Lauren here. Bounce pass left-hand side, Johnson. Left baseline shot, no rebound by Kaloran on the inside. And now it's with Chloe Wetch. Wetch will bring in the front court here. Takes the ball screen. Wetch going hard down the paint. Right-handed scoop, and Wetch gets fouled. Chloe 3 of 4 from the free throw line here tonight. Foul comes across on Maidenwalt. Shylins, it'll be her first and the team's 6th. Free throw opportunities here for Wetch. Got it to go. With 12 points. Free throw opportunity number 2 upcoming here for Wetch. Skiara will check out. Emerson will check in. Emerson, the 5'9" sophomore. Free throw attempt number 2 by Wetch is good as well. So Chloe now with 13 points here tonight as the Raiders lead it by 5 late in this third quarter of play. Bowenstiegel pops it past to Maidenwalt. Ball gets skipped to Oster. 16-footer by Loring. Can't get the shooter's roll. Ball tapped out, though. Here goes a shot by Johnson, and Emerson collects the rebound and the bucket. Emerson has 15 and give the hockey assist there to Gracie Kaczynski. Kaloran to Holvelson. Holvelson takes a screen, ball hop across. Shot's going to be underneath the bottom of the rim, and a rebound to Lauren Oster, her 5th of the game. And now a 3 would tie for the Warbirds. Maidenwalt leaves it, baseline, deep jumper on the way for Emerson Johnson. Shot's going to be off the mark, and Violet Richmond is able to corral the loose ball. Her 3rd board of the game. Chloe Wetch in the front court, bounce pass Holvelson. Back to Violet at the top as Violet sets up the offense. Violet ankle cross, pops a pass. There's Holvelson. Holvelson now to Kaloran. Kaloran at the wing will come across, and there's going to be a foul here on the Warbirds. And we'll have a bonus coming up here with the 1-and-1. Foul will come across. And this will be on Kaczynski, her first in the team's 7th, and we will have a 1-and-1 opportunity as Bree goes back to the free throw line for the make one to get one variety here with 61 seconds left in the third quarter. The Raiders are in the bonus from here on out. Free throw here for Kaloran. Off the back tab, no. Kaczynski rises for the rebound, her 5th of the contest. Oster in the front court. Lauren bounce pass across the way to Bowenstiegel. Zoe will handle it across, up and over. No rebound. Kaczynski, and she gets fouled. Kaczynski working on another double-double kind of performance here for the Warbirds. Foul goes on Kaloran, her 3rd and the team's 4th. And Gracie goes to the free throw line. 10 points, 6 rebounds on the night for the 5'11 senior forward. Part of a valuable piece for the Warbirds as well. Really good volleyball season. And this fall, Kaczynski free throw attempt is off. Rebound comes on the next loose ball. As a couple of substitutions as Kiana LaRue and Iris Richmond returning to the contest here for the Raiders. Free throw opportunity number 2 here for Gracie, trying to cut into this 3-point margin. As Kaczynski goes 3 of 4 from the free throw line now with 11 points. Raiders, a chance for a quick 2-for-1 if they want. Wetch, right-hand side, Irie, ball fake, it's cut off there by Bowenstiegel. Back to Wetch now. As Chloe looks to spin, gives it to Irie. Irie to the top to Holvelson. Holvelson goes hard down the paint. There's a blocking foul. Foul will come underneath here. That looks to be on Lauren, and it is. Oster will pick up her 2nd and the team's 8th, and we'll have a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Holvelson. Carly with 3 points, 4 rebounds here tonight for the 5'6", 8th grader. Free throw opportunity on the 1-and-1 for Holvelson is good. Warbirds have made 4 and they've missed 4 at the free throw line here in this third quarter. Second free throw attempt here for Holvelson, currently 9 of 18 from the foul line for the Raiders. Free throw attempt number 2 rattles out, no. Rebound underneath, toss of 4 here to Zoe Bowenstiegel. Other side here, Oster will handle the rock for the Warbirds. Lauren at the left of the key, bounce pass up top as they're looking to post up Kaczynski on the inside, and there's a foul. We'll have a hold here as Kaczynski was trying to post up Chloe Wetch. Wetch will get called for the foul, her 1st, and that'll be the team's 5th. Maple River soon might have the Warbirds in the bonus as well. And Wetch right now just trying her best to get in front of Kaczynski. Bounce pass inside. Bowenstiegel shot is off. No rebound here for Bowenstiegel. She gets fouled in the act of shooting. Zoe now 6 points, 5 rebounds. Foul will come across here as this will be on Kiana, her 3rd and the team's 6th. So both teams in the bonus from here on out. We still got a quarter to play. Bowenstiegel, that one was halfway down and out. Second free throw opportunity upcoming here for Zoe. Substitution is Violet will check in for Kiana. Second one here for Bowensingle as the Warbirds are 3 of 5 from the foul line here in the quarter. Now make them 3 of 6. Ball gets tapped out. Last touch here will be off of Kaczynski. So a 10.2 left in the third quarter. The Raiders will give it to Wedge. Wedge with 7, Wedge with 6, and there's a foul here with Bowensingle. Zoe will handle the hip check. That'll be her second in the team's 9th, and the free throw line without question could determine the outcome of this game. 1-on-1 opportunity here for the senior Wedge. Chloe 5 of 6 from the free throw line here tonight so far with 13 points. Make one to get one, and Wedge buries the first. Now with 14, and makes it a 2-possession game in the process. Second free throw opportunity here for the Raiders. Second one is good as well. Warbirds with 5 seconds, 4 with 3. Oster gives it to Bowensingle with 1. Bowensingle just inside the 3-point line and got it for a deep 2 to end the quarter here for the Warbirds. After 3 quarters of play on our City of Hope scoreboard, it's the Maple River Raiders up by 3.
Here it's way more hands-on. The college has better equipment than the shop I'm at now. Like, you name it, they got it. You get to use your tools and your hands a lot more. My name is Sean, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
It's the Maple River Raiders up by 3 here over the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Still to come once we get to our post-game show. We'll get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, RDK Enterprises Feature Precision Play of the Contest, and more. That's all to come. Kaloran gets it inside, lost it on her way up, and then there's a foul here with Bree. And we'll walk the other way and handle the bonus. So Bree will handle the foul here. That'll be her 4th, and that'll be the team's 7th as Kaloran will check out. Claire Irie will come in, and now for Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson, they will go to the foul line with Olivia Freilich, the 5'4" junior guard. The Warbirds are 5 of 8 from the free throw line here tonight. Make one to get one, and Olivia buries the first. Maple River 11 of 19 from the foul line with 7 threes. 4 threes so far here for the Warbirds. Second free throw attempt is off the mark. Loose ball here, and Violet Richmond will come down with it. Richmond in the front court. Raiders lead it by 2 here as we get ready for the final 7 minutes and change of this Region 1 contest. And this one going to be last touch, and it'll be off of Olivia. Good hustle defense, though, as the Raiders will get the ball back here. And they'll talk it over on the shot clock if there was a possession enough to reset. Otherwise, from 33, it'll go down to about 25, 23 seconds. There we go. So Wetch to inbound, and here's Iris Richmond. Arnoster on the guard, man pressure defense here for the Warbirds. Violet Richmond getting a lot of attention, and rightfully deserves so with 15 points. And there's a foul that head coach Riley Gutzmer is not going to be too happy about. Emerson Johnson will pick up the foul, her 3rd, and now it's 2 shots from here on out for Chloe Wetch and the Raiders. Chloe 7 of 8 from the foul line here tonight, shooting 2 for Maple River. Free throw attempt on the first, rattles out. Second free throw attempt now for Maple River, trying to get to 5 and 4 in the region with a win tonight. The Warbirds trying to get to 4 and 5. And we'll have a lane violation here on Claire Irie, so the free throw will not count. And Maple River comes up empty on that possession. The Warbirds with a chance to tie or take the lead. The last tie was at 34 apiece with 5:30 left to play in the first quarter. Ball gets skipped right-hand side. Olivia Freilich underneath the bottom of the rim. Going to get that one to go. Claire Irie handles the loose ball. And that's going to be off of who? Last touch off of Lauren Oster here and the Warbirds. So Wetch slated to inbound this one for the Raiders now. She'll have the line change here with Claire Irie slated to inbound it. Irie. This one goes right underneath of Iris Richmond, and that'll be an over and back violation. Turnover number 12 on Maple River. For Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson, they have 13. Caroline Pitts, again, not playing tonight for the Warbirds, and Miss Addison Hennig is out for the rest of this season here for Maple River, so two big chess pieces not playing, but both teams, it's been nip and tuck from the opening jump. Olivia Freilich, top of the key, ankle cross, lost it for a moment, stolen away by Chloe Wedge. Baseball pass up the floor to Iris Richmond, across the paint to Irie, and then there's a turnover the other side here for Maple River. Like pulling teeth here to start the fourth quarter of play. And a couple of whistles with some fouls, and we got some errant passes that are going out. Which team can maybe just find that 6-0 run might be the difference in this contest. Bowen Stingle here for the Warbirds. Bounce pass to Oster. Trying to post up on the inside. Kaczynski. Lauren wants the triple. No. Rebound. Hovelson saves it from going out of bounds underneath for a fifth board. And Wedge will set it up. Chloe Wedge now to Violet Richmond here. Richmond with it. Back up top. Claire Irie. High arching. Triple. Tickles a twine. Claire Irie now with 6. Her second main three. And it's a two-possession game in favor of the Raiders. Lauren Oster, right-hand side to Bowen Stingle, trying to match a 3 for a 3. Zoe with her first triple. She's got 11, and the Warbirds are back within 2. Chloe, front court, Irie, Claire, back up top to Wedge. Wedge driving kick action to Violet Richmond. Violet on the inside, teardropper off the back tab, no, stays with it, and the ball will end up in Emerson Johnson's hands, and then it's going to be last touch off of who, and they'll say off of Iris Richmond. Substitution, Kiana LaRue will check in for Carly Hovelson here with 5:49 left to play in the fourth quarter on yourliveevent.com. It's Region 1 girls basketball here this evening from the Raider Dome in Tower City on Parents' Night. Bowen Stingle in the front court. Zoe looks to pop a pass to Oster. Lauren, left wing. Baseline, Emerson Johnson for the lead. No rebound, though, on the backside by Bowen Stingle, just like you drew it up, almost like an assist. 13.6 rebounds for Zoe Bowen Stingle, and we're tied for the first time since we were 34 apiece in the third quarter. Chloe Wedge going hard to the paint, and she gets fouled. And Chloe will go to the foul line. Well, we'll come across here, and Kiara Johnson will be her second. Wedge shooting 2, 7 of 10 from the line with 15 points to lead the floor with Violet Richmond here for the Raiders. Free throw for Wedge, got it to go. Second free throw attempt here for Maple River. Right-handed toss, Chloe buries both of them, and Maple River takes a 2-point edge. Still to come on our post-game show as well. We'll hear from the winning coach and a particular player. That's all still to come, so make sure you stay tuned to our post-game show here on yourliveevent.com. Oster in the front court. This one's a loose ball. Kiana LaRue and Lauren will be tied up with, and the arrow favors the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. Let's take a look at some of our other scores across the way. Kindred starting to take the lead over Oak Grove, up by 22 going to the fourth quarter. And Lisbon Sargent County, it's the Bulldogs up by 20 in the fourth quarter. Jumper, Bowen Stingle off the front iron, no rebound underneath. And we have a hard hit with Kaczynski and Irie, and we'll have the loose ball on the jump ball, favor this time Maple River. Chloe Wedge in the front court here, goes behind the back. Finds Violet Richmond, left wing. Richmond back to Chloe, left of the key. 3 on the way, got it to go. Chloe Wedge with a game-high 20 here for the Maple River Raiders as they lead it now by 5. Bowen Sting on the front court to Oster. Back to Zoe here on the right baseline. Ball gets skipped, and Violet Richmond is there for the deflected ball out of play. So a 5-0 run here by Maple River. This one will go on the inside to Kaczynski. Kaczynski skips it across. This one goes right off the face of Kiara Johnson as she handled it for a second, then unable to do so. Kaczynski, top of the key, 3, rattles up. Bowensingle gets fouled, and Zoe will go to the free throw line. Zoe, 13 points, 7 rebounds here. And we'll have a final in Enderlin tonight. The Enderlin Eagles take down Tri-State 66-61. So Enderlin picks up the 5-point win over the Tri-State Tigers tonight in Enderlin. That'll vault the Eagles to 2-7 on the season in the region, and Tri-State now will drop to 4-6. Free throw attempt number 2 by Bowensingle is good as well. This makes it a 3-point game here as Zoe goes 2 of 2 from the foul line now with 15 points. Maple River the other side, and Chloe Wetch is coming alive late here in this fourth quarter. Wetch with 7 in the quarter. She's got 22 in the game. It's been a one-woman wrecking crew here for the last 60 seconds. Maidenwalt, left-hand side for the Warbirds to Bowensingle. Zoe rips it through hard on the paint. Jumper, no. Zoe stays with it, and Wetch will corral the loose ball. Chloe, transition, nice bounce pass to Iris Richmond. Can't get it to go, and a rebound to Emerson Johnson, her 5th. Warbirds again trailing by 2 possessions. A bucket looms large. Bowensingle on the interior, wrapping her way around to Kaczynski off the backboard. No, Gracie stays with it. Kick out right baseline. Johnson 3 off the mark. Bowensingle stays with it, and she puts it up off the window for 2. 17 points and 8 rebounds here for Zoe Bowensingle, and the Warbirds are back within 1 possession. Wetch spins. Violet around the horn. This to Iris. Triple for the answer, 3. Iris Richmond now with 5. And it's a 6-point. Make that left-hand side triple off the mark. No. And they're going to mark that a deep 2, I guess, with Iris Richmond. So on our City of Hope scoreboard, they're going to mark that as a deep 2-pointer. So 58-53 here. 5-point edge regardless here as Kaczynski, right wing. Ball gets tapped around. Bowensingle to Kaczynski. Back to left-hand side. Emerson Johnson, 3-pointer off the back tab, and then we'll have a foul. Karen Johnson's going to pick up her first, and 2 shots will work whether the other side of the floor here, as this will go for the Maple River Raiders with Hovelson. And we have a timeout here for Nathan Hoots. We'll break with them late in this fourth quarter on YourLiveEvent.com.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
5-point edge from the Maple River Raiders. Timeout here for head coach Nathan Hoots. Up by 5 here against the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds tonight. The Warbirds led by the 17 with Zoe Bowensingle, Emerson Johnson with 15, and Gracie Kaczynski working on a double-double tonight, 11 points and 7 rebounds. Well, for the Maple River Raiders, it's Chloe Wetch with 22, 15 for Violet Richmond here for the Raiders, and that was a deep 2 again by Iris Richmond. Make up the 58 for Maple River. The Warbirds currently with 53, and we'll have 2 shots upcoming here for Iris Richmond. As they come back out of the timeout here, Iris, 4 points in the game with 2 rebounds here for the Raiders. And free throw opportunities as Maple River is 13 of 23 from the foul line here tonight as a team. First of 2 for Iris, got it to go. Still a 2-possession game. This is the large one to try to get it to 3 possessions plus here against the Warbirds. The Warbirds don't need a 3 by any means yet in the half court, but they can ill afford to come up empty. Got to get to the foul line. If they do, it will be a 1-and-1 or find a way to get one in the bucket. Kaczynski, baseline, Johnson to Maidenwalt. Ball gets skipped on the baseline here to Freilich. Back to Zoe. Zoe to Freilich here at the left wing. Shot clock to 20. Maidenwalt here at the top of the key. Maidenwalt driving kick. Emerson Johnson right baseline. Triple off the back tab. Long rebound here, and Iris Richmond corrals it. Iris Richmond looking to go coast to coast. Right-handed layup, no. Rebound here with Maidenwalt. She finds an outlet right off the bat here to Johnson. Emerson looking to go up. Lost it for a moment. Here's Freilich. Almost lost her balance to Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel, ball gets skipped to Johnson inside. Kaczynski for two. Gracie Kaczynski at Kaloran on her back hip now with 13.7 rebounds, and Kaloran's next foul would foul Bree out of the game. Chloe Wetch goes the other side, and there's a foul here on the floor. It's not going to matter regardless. It's 2 shots upcoming here for Wetch. Foul will come across here on Olivia. That'll be her third, and again, 2 free throws here for Chloe. So Maple River, make your free throws. You can finish off this ball game if you're the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds. Hoping for a miss or 2, then take advantage when you get in the front court. Free throw opportunity for Wetch. Now with 23 in the contest. Second foul opportunity upcoming here for Wetch. Chloe on the second one got it to go as well. So Chloe in the quarter, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, and now she has 9 points in the quarter. More importantly, it's a 3-possession lead from a Raider point of view. On the opposite side, Kaczynski's shot is off the mark and will stay with. Last touch off of Maple River. Right now, really trying to post up on the inside is Kaczynski, and she understands that Bree's got 5 fouls, so she plays aggressive. She could foul out Kaloran. If not, find a way to reverse the ball and then seal your defender. Bowenstengel, left short corner. Zoe going hard inside, and there's the foul on Kaloran. It's not going to matter anyway. Bree will foul out of the game with her 5th foul. 7 points, 6 rebounds here for Kaloran tonight. As she will check out, and Kiana LaRude will check in with 95 seconds left to play here in the 4th quarter. Going to the line is Zoe Bowenstengel with 17 on the night. Trying to get both of them, if not, at least go 1 of 2. And get it back to a 2-possession game, and she buries the first. Bowenstengel now 3 of 5 from the foul line with 18 points here for the Warbirds. Free throw opportunity number 2 on the way here for Zoe. Got that one as well. Nothing but the bottom of the net. The Warbirds are back within 5. Full court pressure defense now for the Warbirds. Violet Richmond guarded by Maidenwalt. Richmond up the floor here to Iris Richmond across the way to Hovelson. To Wedge now to Kiana LaRude, and then we'll have a traveling violation. You heard Nathan Hoots just saying, hey, we got in the front court, let's milk some time. But after they were trying to milk the time, LaRude had the turnover and just what the doctor ordered for the Warbirds. Now a bucket, doesn't matter if it's a 2 or 3, to bring it back to a 1-possession deficit. Olivia Freilich will handle it, guarded by Richmond. Ball gets skipped inside Kaczynski, and she gets fouled here before the shot. It's still 2 shots up coming at the line for Kaczynski here. Wedge will pick up her 2nd. And that is the team's 10th as Kaczynski goes to the foul line. Gracie 3 of 4 tonight from the line with 13 points and 7 rebounds. Kaczynski, 1st of 2, buried it. Warbirds here in the 4th quarter, they made the most of their free throw opportunities. Now 6 of 7 from the free throw line. This to make it a 1-possession game. Kaczynski misses the 2nd rebound underneath here to Iris Richmond. And now the Warbirds will pick up the full court pressure defense. Violet in the backcourt here. Gets it across the timeline with a 2nd to spare. Violet to LaRude. We'll see if the Warbirds play this one out or if they're going to foul. Currently right now looking to play this one out here, as this will go to the top to Violet Richmond. Violet crossing over, double team Wedge, right wing 3-pointer on the way, off the mark, long rebound here, off of, and they're going to say it's with Maple River with 43 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. And now for head coach Rylan Gutzmer, he wants a timeout here to talk about the defense and what are they going to do moving forward. The Warbirds have 1 timeout remaining. Well, for the Maple River Raiders, they'll have a couple timeouts remaining as well. 43 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. We'll keep it here as we take a look at some other scores across the way. Sargent County going to win tonight over the Lisbon Broncos as Sargent County leads it by 25. And then Kindred and Oak Grove tonight. Kindred's going to beat the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers as well. So with those results and what we have from earlier, Kindred will improve to 7-2 in the region. Sargent County is going to lock up at least the 4th seed with a win here tonight and get to 6-2. Tri-State drops to 4-5 with a loss against Enderlin. Lisbon's going to go to 2-8, and the Grovers will go to 4-5. So a lot of stuff to untangle after tonight and find out some of the other scores. Central Cass defeats the Richland Colts by a final of 67-31. So Central Cass improves to 8-0, and with that Richland result, they will be the 11th seed, and the Enderlin Eagles, they're going to vault up to the 10th seed here in the region. After the timeout here, Holvelson, there's the foul with Bowenstengel. That'll be her third, and 2 shots upcoming here for Holvelson, who's 1 of 4 so far from the line with 4 points for the 8th grader here for Maple River. Free throw attempt here for Holvelson, buries the first. Second free throw attempt on the way. Even with the make, again, it's still a 2-possession game here in Tower City. Second free throw attempt for Holvelson, misses. Rebound, though, comes to Chloe Wetch, and then there's a foul, and Wetch will go to the free throw line. Chloe now with 24 points as she gets fouled, and she goes right back to the stripe. Kaczynski will pick up the foul, her second. These will be free throw attempts, 15 and 16 for Wetch. Free throw on the first one, misses the first. Wetch with 24 points here to lead the floor for the Maple River Raiders. Second free throw attempt on the way here for Chloe. Chloe misses the second. Rebound comes down to Bowenstengel. That's her night. Zoe in the front court here. They don't need a 3. They just need something to go in the cylinder. Emerson Johnson to Maidenwalt. Maidenwalt left-hand side to Freilich. Freilich gives it to Zoe. Zoe jumper, shot off the mark. No rebound. Kaczynski underneath. Put back, can't get it to go. Board comes down to Chloe Wetch, and then we have a foul. The Warbirds had their chance with Bowenstengel and Kaczynski. By no means is it still over as Wetch goes to the foul line. Free throw here will be 2 for Wetch as Kaczynski picks up her third, but that was a costly one there for the Warbirds. However, Wetch goes to the line here with a 5-point lead for Maple River. Free throw for Chloe, misses that one, so it's still going to be a 2-possession game. And now the Warbirds, they will start needing the 3 variety as you will have Mendoza into the contest, particularly if Wetch makes the second. Free throw opportunity for Wetch, got it to go. Now with 25, she's got a quarter. Here goes Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel, right wing, looks to take a screen. Dribble pullback 3 on the way. Got it, and a timeout here for the Warbirds. Bowenstengel now with 22 points on the evening, and that's going to be her second 3 of the quarter to boot, as the Maple River Raiders leading it by 3 points here late in this one in the fourth quarter, as that'll be the final timeout here for Ryland Gutzmer and the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds here, but a desperately needed 3 by the Warbirds. They got it. Bowenstengel now with 22 points, and for Maple River, if there is a loose ball, the possession arrow, if we're tied up with it, would favor the Warbirds. So the Warbirds right now looking for a steal, looking for a jump to get the ball right back. Otherwise, they got a foul. If and when they foul, Maple River would get 2 free throws. 11.8 left to play here in the quarter. Maple River does have a timeout if they're unable to get it in before a 5-second call. Holvelson finds Wetch. And Kaczynski will stop the clock with 8.2 left in the quarter as Wetch goes back to the free throw line. In this quarter alone, Chloe Wetch will be shooting free throws 11 and 12 of the quarter for the senior. Now with 25 points in the game for Maple River. First of two for Wetch. Got it to go. Makes it a two-possession game. Coming in now will be Lauren Oster. Checking out of the game will be Maidenwall. Second free throw attempt here for Maple River. Now a two-possession game. Wetch able to bury that one as well, and a timeout with Nathan Hoots. And Wetch now with 27 points in the contest with 8.2 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. It's the Maple River Raiders up by 5 here on YourLiveEvent.com as this one went right down to the wire here tonight in Tower City. Warbirds have no timeouts remaining, so they will need a quick shot. And then for head coach Nathan Hoots, just saying, hey, if they get it with under 5 seconds, the clock will continue to wind. You don't need to worry about inbounding the basketball. Allow them to score, don't foul, then just hold on to it on the baseline, and you don't have to worry about inbounding it. From the Warbirds, you need a bucket. Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or 3, and then you got to hope that Maple River makes a mistake or misses free throws. And how much can the Warbirds extend this game to where we are right now? A contest that started at 7:47 earlier tonight. Warbirds bringing up the floor here with Bowenstengel. Zoe, right wing, 3 on the way for Bowenstengel, off the mark. Rebound to Hovelson, and that'll do it here tonight in Maple River. The Warbirds pick up the win on Parents' Night, 66-61 over a hard-fought Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson team, as the Warbirds now drop to 8-11 on the season, while Maple River improves to 12-6. Our post-game show with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, also our RDK Enterprises Feature Precision Player of the Game, and more is coming up, so stay tuned for that, and we'll hear from some of the particulars in this one on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts. If you're interested in an egg loan, real estate, consumer, or commercial loan, Hometown Community Bank can serve you. Give DeWine a call at either branch location in Page or Fingal. Ask Janine about the competitive certificates of deposit or money market rates. Hometown Community Bank is a community bank and proud of the communities they serve, and they wish the best of luck to the Maple River Raiders for many years moving forward with the co-op. Hometown Community Bank is a member of the FDIC.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Have you adjusted your crop insurance policy to reflect the increase in commodity prices and input costs? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We want to partner with you to provide you a comprehensive policy structure to protect your farm's revenue and preserve your equity. Give us a call today to set up a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent prior to March 15th. For contact information, please visit our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
The Maple Valley School District is moving forward with the plan to build a new pre-K classroom, community fitness center, and gymnasium with locker rooms. The classroom will provide more space for a growing pre-K program. The fitness center will provide opportunities to benefit all Maple Valley communities, and the gym will allow more opportunities for all activities of the Maple River Co-op. Plus, the plan is to build with no new taxes. Contact the business manager to see how you can help make this a reality today at 701-749-2570.
As we come back here, let's get to some of the particulars in this one. First, on our post-game show, let's get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game in this one. Enbridge Energy, life takes energy. Go to Enbridge for life, Enbridge.com for career opportunities in this contest. And well, that goes to Chloe Wetch with 27 points here in this one. as she was able to hit some big-time shots here for the Maple River Raiders tonight. Goes 14 of 20 from the foul line as well. Wetch here with 27 on the night for the Maple River Raiders in a contest where she was able to lead the floor here for Maple River. Chloe Wetch is our Enbridge Energy player of the game. On the opposite side, Zoe Bowenstengel did everything she could late in the fourth quarter. She would score 14 of her 22 points in the fourth quarter, but just comes up short. Zoe Bowenstengel with 22 points is our player of the game here for the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds. From there to our RDK Enterprises feature precision, a play of the game in this contest. It was free throw line for both teams. The Warbirds go 11 of 16 from the foul line, while for the Raiders, they go 21 of 35 from the stripe, but they just had the answers enough, whether it was early on with the threes, once they were able to build the lead, and more importantly, just finish the game from the foul line. Did enough there from the stripe late in the fourth quarter to pick up the victory. The free throw line is our RDK Enterprises feature precision, a play of the match. Get ready for the spring planting season with RDK Enterprises. From maintenance, parts, and upgraded options, they can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and let RDK Enterprises meet the challenge with you. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. The free throw line is our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the game here in this one. As we take a look at some of the final numbers here tonight, as they go like this. For the Maple River Raiders, 6 players in the scoring column. They will go 21 of 35 from the foul line with 9 made threes and 14 turnovers. For the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds, led by the 22 points of Bowenstengel, Zoe goes 4 of 6 from the foul line with a pair of 3-pointers to boot. Well, Warbirds, 11 of 16 from the line, 6 players in the scoring column, 6 threes and 14 turnovers. For Maple River individually, led by Chloe Wetch with 27, 14 of 20 from the free throw line. You had 15 points here for Violet Richmond then with 3 made threes. 7 points by Kaloran, 6 by Iris Richmond, 6 by Claire Irie, and then 5 points for Carly Hovelson as well here for the Maple River Raiders. For the Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson Warbirds, led by the 22 of Zoe Bowenstengel. Bowenstengel with 9 rebounds as well. Zoe with 22 points. 14 points then for Gracie Kaczynski and 8 rebounds. 15 points for Emerson Johnson, 5 boards. He had 4 points for Kiara Johnson, 4 for Olivia Freilich, and 2 here for Lauren Oster for the Warbirds. The Warbirds dropped to 8 and 11 on the season, while Maple River improves to 12 and 6. We'll hear from some of the players and head coach Nathan Hoots after this, and your out-of-town scoreboard. That's next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in North Dakota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Join us now, our Enbridge Energy player of the game here for the Maple River Raiders. That is senior Chloe Wetch. Chloe, first things first, the free throw line. Have you ever been to the line 20 times in a game before, Chloe?
No, I have not. Definitely a first.
Yeah, you go 14 of 20 from the line, 27 points tonight. Let's just talk about it. When you're trying to end a game at the line. What's that like as a player, knowing that, hey, if I make this, it's a 2-possession game, or, hey, if I make this, we can try to seal the home victory here tonight?
In a situation like that, free throws, it's a mental game, and I was really trying to stay dialed in and stay strong because I knew that my free throws could seal the deal for us.
And then at the end of the day, Violet Richmond gets going early off the bench. 9 points in the first half, and she's able to finish with 15 with 3 threes. We've seen her grow, but how much have you, as a senior, one of 2 seniors here with also Ashton Hannock, how have you seen her grow from November to where we are now here in February, Chloe?
At the beginning, Violet was kind of this shy little thing, and kind of just passed the ball right when she got it. But now she's like, she touches it, she's going to put up a good shot for us, and she gets our momentum going so much. I can't even express how mature she is for only being a 7th grader on the court.
Did this feel kind of like a postseason game a little bit, understanding what was at play with the win and barring what happened, for other games in Region 1 tonight? Did you kind of feel like, all right, it's February, we don't have a lot of time left? Did this kind of feel like a must-win almost here, Chloe?
Yes, we definitely had motivation from that. We knew that this game was big, and winning it would give us kind of what we want going forward.
Yeah, and some of the finals here tonight, Central Cass over Richland, Kindred over Oak Grove, Lisbon falls to Sargent County, so Bulldogs pick up the win, and Enderlin defeats Tri-State. So now you're a Northern Cass fan on Thursday night a little bit, Chloe. If the Jakes can pick up the win, you guys will at least be a 5 seed and earn a bye into the quarterfinals. Last year you played in that play-in game to start that 8-9 matchup. How have you seen this team continue to grow from where they were last year to where this team as a unit, Chloe, is this year in terms of some aspirations to be a higher seed and make some noise in the Region 1 tournament?
That playing game last year was the best game I've ever played in, and I think it was really a kick in the butt for us. And going forward this season, we knew that we're better than that team, and our goal was to get that bye, so we're hoping for that.
Hey, Chloe, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck moving forward, and we'll see you Saturday afternoon against Sargent County.
Thank you.
That again, Chloe Wetch, the senior here for the Maple River Raiders. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from the head coach for the Raiders. That's Nathan Hoots after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
The dedicated staff at Wyndmere Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Wyndmere Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer, providing auto parts and offering dealer direct parts from Dodge, Ford, and GM. Wyndmere Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry a full line of sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours, specials, or CarQuest auto products, go online to WyndmereAuto.com. Wyndmere Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Wyndmere.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Nathan Hoots joining us now as he takes a look at some of the final numbers. First, Chloe Wetch, 14 of 20 from the foul line. She was 7 of 8 in the third quarter. Then anytime you get to the fourth quarter, it doesn't matter what kind of a game, you're going to have some heavy legs. There's pressure on because the Warbirds just kept attacking. They just kept it coming here, Nathan. So what did you see from your team in a really big win that kind of maybe felt like a postseason game here tonight in the Raider Dome?
It absolutely did. And we talked about that going into this game. It was just, hey, we know we got to get one of these last two realistically to get ourselves that bye, and I don't want to make it. We got to get this one on Saturday. Yep. So let's take care of business at home against a team that we know we match up differently now than we did earlier in the year, but still something that we found some strengths that we thought we could take advantage of, and I think we did that. 14 to 20 from the line for Chloe is beyond impressive. 7 for 8. It was the mentality, though, that the girls realized early on in that third quarter, we're going to be shooting a lot of free throws if our mentality is get downhill to the rim. And that was our offense. The entire fourth quarter was just attack, attack, attack. And then, you know what? If they're not going to move their feet, they're going to call it. Unfortunately, the same thing happened on the opposite side of the floor. But we made the free throws when they counted.
And the Warbirds here, Zoe Bowen single, 14 of her 22 comes in the fourth quarter. Kaczynski nearly with a double-double. Same thing for Zoe. What can you say about those two particularly? And then all of a sudden, here comes Emerson Johnson hitting threes. The Warbirds are a dangerous team, and this is without Caroline Pitts even playing here tonight.
I know. They Bowen single and Kaczynski have been a really dynamic duo in this region for a long period of time. It's not something that it's going to be disappointing because I love watching them play. The physicality they play with is so frustrating as a coach when you play a good defensive possession and then it just ends in an offensive rebound and a putback. And our girls in good position, but they're so strong and they're so physical and they play exactly the way they should to their strengths. But they made a lot of big shots, and we knew with the zones we were going to play, we were going to give up shots to try to take away what they wanted in the middle of the floor. But you got to give some and take some.
And final thing for you here, Hoots, when we talk about the standings, we knew after tonight it would kind of start figuring out who would be certain seeds. With the win for Enderlin and the loss for Richland, the Colts are going to be the 11. More than likely, Enderlin will be the 10. The loss for Lisbon to Sargent County, they'll be the 9. Warbirds look like they'll be the 8. Tri-State kind of looks like they'll be in that 6-7 spot with Oak Grove, barring what happens late here. But how important, and I asked Chloe the same question, from last year's team to host a play-in game, to get to the quarterfinals, fall to the eventual state champion Kindred. How much did you say, okay, that was part of it, but we know we can be better, and getting a win like this tonight against the quality club with the Warbirds, with obviously everyone knows what happened to Addison now the last week and a half. How big was that to see from your team, just have that resiliency and know that, hey, we're one step closer to getting to the quarters to where we were last year?
Yeah, the top of the mountain last year for us was getting to play at the Shack. Reaching that quarterfinal round was the top of the mountain. Then when we finished that game, and, like you said, losing to the eventual state champs, we walked into the locker room and I said, okay, now the top of the mountain is that 4-5 game, getting into that bye. We don't want to have to play that play-in game. And thankfully, we won a lot of games early to give ourselves a little bit of wiggle room, with that Oak Grove game last week. But now, we reached the top of that mountain, getting to that spot, but now the mountain is getting even bigger, and we got to find the next peak to try to reach. And I'm excited to see what our girls strive to do here moving forward.
Yeah, the JV team makes their way to Barnes County North tomorrow, and then you finish off the regular season against Sargent County on Saturday. So final thing for you, Hoots, the overtime question, I guess. What's the next 5-6 days from your point of view as a coach? How much are you still tinkering with certain things or finding ways to give girls a little bit of rest once you get to this time of the year?
It's just giving ourselves the most amount of looks we can give a team in the same setup of defense, trapping out a 2-3, trapping out a 1-3-1, doing different things. We didn't play hardly any zone at all before, Addison went down. And now if a team's got a big girl like tonight, we just got to keep tinkering with zones. Watch some film tomorrow, rest up, because it was, 2 games in 3 days. It's not impossible, obviously. We accomplished that tonight. But, some easy practices this week, a lot of shots up, and hope to come out firing on Saturday.
Awesome. We'll see you Saturday afternoon.
Thanks.
That again, Nathan Hoots with us here for the Maple River Raiders. We'll continue on our post-game show after this.
Equipment and more trades continue to come to the lot of Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Now on the lot, 8735 Massey Ferguson row crop tractor. Come take a look. Talk to Chuck O'Neill for more information on this 8735 Massey Ferguson row crop tractor. Also on the lot, new 29-foot Wilrich Chisel Pro and this new 39-foot Wilrich Chisel Plow. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Again, your final here on our City of Hope scoreboard: Maple River 66, Wyndmere Lidgerwood 61. The Warbirds will play a week from tonight against Central Cass to close out the regular season. They are now 3-6 in Region 1 play, and right now how it stands, they do have a game in hand against Lisbon. They do have a loss against Enderlin, though, so barring what happens in that 8, 9, 10 bracket, Enderlin goes to Kindred on Thursday. If the Eagles win that game, then it becomes intriguing. If Enderlin loses to Kindred, more than likely the Warbirds then would be the 8, barring what happens a week from today against Central Cass. From a Maple River point of view, a loss against Northern Casper Oak Grove on Thursday would clinch the Raiders as the 5 seed. The 4-5, again, they're going to play each other anyway in the quarterfinals in the Region 1 tournament. The Sargent County and Maple River will play Saturday, and there's a highly likelihood that the Bulldogs and Maple River would play in the quarterfinals as well, coming up on Monday, February 20th. So there's a lot of stuff to get to. Central Cass picks up the win over Richland, Kindred over Oak Grove, Sargent County defeats Lisbon, and Enderlin upends Tri-State tonight by 5 points in Enderlin. The Raiders with the win improved to 12-6 now on the season and 5-4 in Region 1 play. On behalf of Ryland Gutzmer and Nathan Hooch joining us on the pregame show, and Joey Hughes running the camera, I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for tuning in. Maple River leads it by 5, and go to yourliveevent.com for more action throughout the rest of the week here on Your Live Event.